All right, what's up, everybody? So I want to give you guys this little book review I got. Man, I found this cheap off of Amazon, but it's the Walt Disney His Life in Pictures. It's a really cool little book here. It's a short read. There's your back. Got the Magic Kingdom there from Disneyland. But I'm going to open this thing up. So if you take your front cover off of it, there's Walt Disney's little signature there. Like I say, it's a super thin book. When you open it up to the table of contents, there you go. It goes introduction all the way to the early years, the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. But it's a cool little book, especially if you're a Walt Disney fan of him or just the whole company. And like I say, it's got all these little photos on each page. But here goes the early years. It's got a little picture of Walt as a baby and his parents, their old home. And you go next page, like I say, a lot of old family photos and of him. Man, he still had the same look as he did when he got up in his older years. But it's really cool. Shows all, man, look at all this. It's pretty neat. All the little different quotes through the different page. I love the artwork of the pages too, with the different colors and how they kind of like offset and stuff like that. But you go through here, but man, there you go, the 20s. Got a big photo of him over here. But then you start going into his animation years. Got the little rabbit up there. But look at there, that's pretty neat. Like I say, you go through here, there's the 30s, there's old Mickey, the early stages of Mickey, Walt at his desk, all the little plushes that they had when they first came out. There you go with the Snow White days. There's a little NBC, Walt in his office talking, and there's Pinocchio over here. But like I say, it's such a cool little book. Great for a collection. And look at that, storyboards in the background explaining the storyboards for Pinocchio. There's your 40s. There's Dumbo. And it's just really cool to kind of sit back and look at the history of him. Like I say, they got a ton of books, and this is definitely one that's got a great collection piece. Look at that Mickey. Such a different look back then. There's your 50s. There's Alice in Wonderland. Man, it's just really cool little thing to have. But there's the 60s. There's Epcot back here, what he wanted. There's Walt in his train because he loves his trains. 101 Dalmatians, but got dogs all in his office and stuff. But like I say, there's a Jungle Book. There's Roy and Walt. But such a cool little thing to have. But like I say, guys, if you don't get this in your collection, it might be a good one for you. But like I say, I appreciate you watching the video. But there's my little book review of Walt, His Life in Pictures.